Hey everybody, it's Mitch and welcome to my next video. Today we have got another Dungeons & Dragons race description. And today the race comes again from the Races of Destiny. And today we have our buddy the Skulk. So the Skulk here, now they're an interesting one. So basically their backstory is they used to be humans way back when. Well, they aren't anymore. Now they have become something very different. They had a magical ritual cast on them that made them hard to detect. And that's really what their whole gimmick is. They're very evil, though. They really hate humans. They don't appreciate the way they've been treated. Things really aren't great for these guys. So let's get into like the actual mechanics of these guys. So first off, we have a +4 dex, -2 wisdom, -4 charisma. So a net negative of stats. Generally something like that you would actually see no level adjustment. In fact, it's something of a negative level adjustment. But that's not the case. Then I figured out why. There's actually a very good reason for that. Their type is humanoid, human. Okay, they used to be human, makes sense. They're medium creatures, base land speed of 30 feet. Really basic stuff, same stuff as most humanoid races, particularly humans. Now they have racial hit dice as well. They have 2 levels of humanoid, which is an interesting racial class to have. It doesn't really provide a whole lot. It's not a great racial class to have. It's better than like animal or something, but it's still it's not great. Decent base attack and decent reflex. That's about it. But it's okay, I guess. Actually, I'm not for sure if animal's better. Animal might actually be better. Let's see, racial skills. They get some skill points from that. 2+ int. Cool. Are high dex and move silently. Okay, they very small skill pool. Let's see, racial feats. So that just means that they have anything with racial hit dice, they'll get those because feats are based off of hit dice, not levels, which, normally your hit dice equals your levels, but not always, not if you have racial hit dice. Anyways, next up, this is where, and so far this class doesn't seem great. I mean, I already said it's going to have a level adjustment, and it also has 2 racial hit dice. That's not good, especially with the negative stats. Now, this is where things actually start to get justified right here. +8 racial bonus on move silently. That's pretty significant. That's in addition to any skills or anything, so that's really nice. But that's not their big one. That's not what justifies everything. The big one is +15 racial bonus on hide checks. That's huge. That 15's insane. That's just a massive number, especially when you consider you can still get your dex, and you're still going to be getting all your skill points. So that number is you're going to have like a crazy high hide check like all the freaking time. Yeah. So next up, they have Innate Non Detection. Basically, anytime someone wants to use any sort of divination on you, they have to succeed on a caster level check, DC 20. So basically, you have SR. Basically, it's more or less like having SR 19, SR 20. Divination. It's more or less what that amounts to. I mean, that's not really a thing, SR 20 divination, but that's effectively what that amounts to. So people can't scry on you. They can't use any sort of divination on you, really, unless they succeed on a DC 20 caster level check, which not easy to do. I mean, it can be done at first level, the nat 20, but it's hard. It gets easier as you level up, but yeah. But then they also have Peerless Camouflage. This is, again, another huge thing. So remember that +15 they have to hide? Well, guess what? They don't take penalties for running when hiding. So they can just run full speed while stealthing, and just fine. Works. No problem. No penalties on their hide check. Yeah, these guys can just run full speed through town and be like, I'm hiding while I do it. And when they roll their hide checks, they're like, yeah, I got a 43. It's like, well, dang, dude. And that could be accomplished at pretty low levels if you roll high. Like, with a nat 20, like, that's, I mean, you'd only have to have 8 points in it, which is not that hard. You could pull that off at level 1 with a nat 20, realistically. Maybe even with a 19. So, yeah, it's absolutely insane. Although, technically, you would actually be level 3, but still. Let's see. Also, they have, let's see, Innate Non Detection, trackless path. Basically, the DC for tracking them is 10 higher. Let's see. Automatic languages common. Bonus languages Dwarven, Elven, Gnome, Goblin, Halfling, Orc. So all the common humanoid languages for bonus, and just common as the regular. And actually, another note on language, they don't actually speak common. They speak something very similar to common. It can be understood by people who speak common, and they can understand common just fine, but it is a slightly different language. It contains a lot of old words that have been out of date for a while, but it's still very understandable. Favorite class, rogue, no crap. I mean, what else would it be? And level adjustment 1. I mean, that's not too bad. Honestly, not bad. If you want to make a really stealthy rogue, especially one that's like capable of running, honestly, I think a scout would do better with these guys with a whole running thing. But yeah, these guys would make great rogues. Maybe even scouts, probably scouts, other stealthy type stuff. Because the ability to run while hiding with no penalty is, especially with that high of a hide bonus, is absolutely insane. And their move silently is really great too. That's not as good, but still, like, the fact that they can run through town and no one will, and there's a good chance no one will even realize that they're coming, like, that's ridiculous. Honestly, I'd say it's a great race. So, yeah, if you want to make a really stealthy character, Skulk, great race, especially if you want to be on the evil side, because these guys do tend to lean evil and not like humans very much. But that is not necessarily a thing. Like, they don't have to be evil. But anyways, if you guys have anything you want to say about the Skulk, please feel free to leave a comment down below. If you enjoyed the video, please consider giving me a like. If you really enjoyed the video, consider sharing it. Also, if you haven't already, consider subscribing to my channel. Just click that link right up there and check out more videos right down there. And as always, I'm Mitch. I'll be seeing you.